Hello again in this incredible heat. So we're still indoors. Even though it's hot and sometimes people don't feel really like drinking red wine in the hot weather, I think there are certain things that are pretty good to enjoy. Like is sort of a lightweight or let's say middle of the road burgundy, which this is. I think putting it in the fridge a little bit, maybe just for 20 minutes before you drink it, also helps because it brings the temperature down. When it's in the 70s inside your house and in the 90s outside, and it helps. It does really help revive it a little bit. Anyway, this is a 2010 Beaune 1er Cru Clos by Besancenot, which is a family domain in the Beaune region. They have sort of access, or they have quite a bit of different plots in the Grand Cru areas in the Beaune, which are sort of one step up both in quality and up the hill from the Beaune appellation. So you've got Clos, you've got Ferron, you've got Besancenot, and a few others. And so 7 of those they have, and they have some regular also Beaune that are not 1er Cru. So nothing necessarily incredible or super special. It's just a quality outfit, quality family. I think it's been almost 200 years, and they just make their wine, with regular technology, not necessarily by hand, but not super high end. It's destemmed, it's filtered a little bit, and it's sort of aged for a little bit in. Not too long in barrels. This is wine I came across when I was buying some other stuff from a store in San Francisco, and I figured I'd try maybe a couple of older bottles of this kind of wine to see what we can look for. Anyway, so here we are. Looking at the color, it's very light. I don't know if you can see that. It's really kind of a light brown, sort of brown, pink, maybe a little muddy, and it's got this sort of, maybe it's oxidized a little bit, which impacts the color. On the nose, you get a whiff of that. So it's a combination of a few things. You got a little bit of that orange peel that I get in the Oregon Pinot. There's a little bit of mushroom, sort of pretty distinct mushroom note, and some earthiness. I think some of the fruit is already gone, so you're getting into these notes now of mushrooms, a little bit of the sort of citrusy from the orange peel, and a little bit of oxidation, which I don't know if that was something. The cork was fine. This is not super old. It's 2010. Maybe it's just a wine that evolves in the it does have some sulfites in it. So, but it's overall it's a sort of a nice, I would just say, kind of burgundy, basic burgundy, even though it's a Grand Cru. The palate's not shy. You certainly feel it. I want to say there's a bit of taste of cheese, but I'm not sure where that's coming from. Maybe some fatness somewhere. There's not much of a finish. It's really much more in the palate. You feel the sensation. It's got a nice sort of combination of a little bit of tannins, a little bit of acidity that's still there, and sort of that earthiness now that the fruit has passed. So, I don't think that I would buy it again necessarily, but it's for the price, it's sort of a pretty reasonable Grand Cru, 1er Cru, for the price of many Bourgogne blends that are sort of just basic Bourgogne, not even Beaune or anything like that. And it's a pretty good, and I think this is maybe a wine that I would just say it'd be good in the summer, a little bit cold, with all kind of, whether it's a barbecue or a pizza. It's got the acidity, it's got a little bit of the liveliness that would go with a lot of these things. Anyway, cheers, and we'll see what we do next. See you.